One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-like? And this is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
Hi, love.
Hi.
What's up?
So I want to collect on my date from Mr. Bubba on the Kiss FM show.
Okay, go on.
And I do believe he owes me a sushi dinner, and my goddaughter is going to be born in Chicago in the middle of the month next month, and her name is Lily Love. She is named after me, so I would like to collect my date with Bubba.
Okay, give us the background of how you got the date, just so I can remember as I look through my paperwork and my notes.
All right, so he was officiating his sister's wedding, and he forgot the wedding certificate. And he asked me, because I was the dog handler at the wedding, if I could go home to his house and get the wedding certificate. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, but you're going to owe me a sushi dinner. He said, done. And he's never given me my sushi dinner, so I want to collect. Because I think this guy's hot.
Yeah, I think he's hot, too. What city were you in when this happened, exactly, so we know?
Paradise Valley at the what is that
Charo.
place? Wherever El Charo. Yeah, I was at the El Charo. I was the dog handler. I was handling Lily, his dog, and Oliver. It was Oliver. His name is Christopher on the Fred Show on Demand.
Oh,
and
Fred
his
Show.
name is Bubba.
Oh, so the Fred Show. Okay, so a little side note.
Yeah.
Fred is from Scottsdale. The Fred Show's in Chicago.
Yes.
Okay.
And his mom's out here, and it's complicated because, like, his mom's my best friend.
So you want to
I
go?
know that.
So you don't want to go out with Fred because we know Fred. Let's get Fred on the line. Hold on.
No, I want to go out with him. I want to marry him.
Okay, hold on.
That's intense.
Hold on real quick, okay? I'm going to get Fred on the phone, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But it's not Fred who owed you the sushi dinner.
It is. He's one and the same.
I'm sending this to Grant. We're gonna get him on. See if he can jump on there with us right now. Okay.
I'm trying to get a date with this guy.
Yeah, no, we know.
I'm trying to get a date. That's what I'm trying to do with the guy I want.
I love it. You're shooting your shot.
And I'm cheap on sushi. I'm one roll and done. I don't take advantage of him, but he has to pay for me because he owes me dinner.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, you were there when he needed you. Where's he now?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What are you doing right now, love?
I am at the dog park next to Doc, who hands out treats, and I'm going to take my golden retriever to go play in the dog park. But this is more important because I want to marry this guy.
You want to marry Fred?
I want to marry Bubba.
What?
Is Fred and Bubba the same person?
Maybe.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Me too. They are?
Yes.
Okay, but
Yes.
we're calling Fred Bubba.
So
All
Bubba
right.
is a character that Fred does or Chris does? Too many names.
Yes. The Fred Show and Bubba are one and the same.
Okay,
and
they're
his
all the same
mom's my
person.
best friend. It's
Okay.
so complicated.
I
You
just,
can't
met,
just
I just
ask-
met her a few weeks ago at a radio
Wait,
thing.
you want to date your best friend's son?
I want to marry him. He blocked me. He blocked me on the phone. I want to know why.
All right, now we're calling.
Oh, did you hear that?
What? I didn't hear.
He blocked her.
Oh, okay.
This
Well,
might not be a good thing.
well,
to
we won't tell him that part. So listen, love, you stay quiet while we try to explain everything to Fred, okay? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Love.
Hello.
Hey, Fred, John, Jane, Rich, my brother.
What are you doing?
Well, we're doing a show, and then we get this call from this woman. Her name is Love, and she says that she wants to marry you.
Why is she calling you?
I don't know. So, Love, you want to say hi to Fred?
Hi.
She said she met you at a wedding and taking care of her dog. And are you also? Do you have other nicknames, Fred?
Well, I have a legal name. Yeah.
I know she knows your legal name.
Yeah, watch out for that.
So, Love, you got your chance. There he is. We're setting it up right now.
Yeah,
Go.
tell him what you feel like he owes you.
So, Bubba, This is Lauren, otherwise known as Love, your mom's best friend. And I hear you on the radio show. I'm on Friends and Family. And my goddaughter, Lily Love, is going to be born in Chicago. And I do believe you owe me a sushi dinner. So I would like to collect that sushi dinner. And I only want one roll.
Okay,
It's
hold
not
on,
like
love,
I-
hold on, love. Okay, so,
Just one
okay,
roll,
Fred, your thoughts so far?
I thought you guys were my friends.
Oh, sorry,
Why don't you,
Fred, I love you like a brother, my man.
I suggest DoorDash and just send it to wherever she is.
That's one roll, Fred. Just one.
No, that doesn't work. No, I want to be with him, so I don't want to.
Hey,
have
he didn't
one roll
promise you a
DoorDash.
date. He promised you a sushi dinner.
No, he did. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, that's why I said.
So, Fred, does this sound familiar to you or no? Should we say goodbye to her?
Well, no. Yes, but if you're my mom's best friend, why are you calling John James?
That's a question we had.
That was what we were wondering, too.
Because you blocked me. You totally blocked me on the phone.
Oh, my God.
And so I figured I'd call a radio station because you're a radio person, that I would give it a shot and say
All right.
I'd like to collect.
So, listen, Fred, we do a segment called Second Date Update on this show.
You should try it. It's a good bit.
And this is going to be good cross-promotion, Phoenix, Chicago. Fred, we're going to...
The idea, I wish that all radio people didn't know each other.
All right, Fred. You're my brother from another. I'll talk to you later, brother.
Tell your mom we said hey.
I love you guys.
Love you, too.
Yeah.
All right, love.
Bye.
Are you best friends with her, too?
Yeah. Remember, I talked to her in Dallas. She was lovely.
Right, you are. All right, love you guys.
Bye, Fred. All right, love. We started it. We got the ball rolling, okay? It's up to you.
I can't go any further. I put it out there.
Okay, good. You put it out there. God bless you. Bye, love.
Thank you.
I wake up with them. Get up.
John Jay and Rich.
Grant, I said you did something that I don't think. How did I say it? I said that.
That you guys wouldn't approve of or agree with.
I mean, unless there's more to it. But what you
No, dude, it's classic. It's classic
Okay.
Nick
Explain
and Grant
it,
stuff.
classic Nick and Grant.
So I go to the grocery store every day, and lately I've kind of had a beef with Albertsons. They've been doing this pretend bag shortage thing, which bothers me. So I get there, and I have to bring my own bags. I'm annoyed. It's a whole thing. So there's etiquette at grocery stores. Like, if you're getting something, you don't stand there too long. Otherwise, you're going to annoy the people behind you. Like, if you're going to clip a coupon with the app, you don't stand there and clip it. You walk off and you find it on the app. You clip it, right?
Okay.
So I was with my wife. Normally, she doesn't like my antics. She doesn't appreciate, my energy at the grocery store, which is fine. I'm all business, I'm there to shop, there for dinner. I like to get home, get done. So we're at the cheese. She's going to make dinner. She's making these Hawaiian roll sliders with pepperoni pizza stuff. And so we need mozzarella cheese. There's so many options for mozzarella cheese. We get the generic brand, and then we see Sargento has a deal, and we're like, whoa, let's get that Sargento cheese. But there's a lady just standing in the way, and she doesn't really know what cheese she wants. She doesn't really, but I'm holding the cheese I don't want, right? And I'm like, well, do I just squeeze around this lady and say, excuse me? So I just did that real quick, grab the cheese, the Sargento I want, and we start walking away. But I still have the cheese in my hand that's, that I don't want. So what I do, and Caitlin sees me do it, is I put the cheese I don't want in the lady's cart. Right?
Oh, my gosh.
No.
Exactly.
No,
wait, hold on.
It gets so much better. So we time it. We get all our stuff, and we see the ladies behind us in the self-checkout aisle. And I'm just kind of watching this lady because I know what I did. And as she pulls up to get, her stuff out of her cart, the first thing she grabs to scan is the cheese I put in her cart, and she scans it and puts in the bag. So she bought the cheese that I put in her cart. It was a big win for me.
All right, so maybe you helped her out.
I don't
She's
know.
having a tough decision anyway.
But self-checkout, then obviously, it's not like she grabbed the cheese and goes, I didn't put this in my cart.
But
like, if you would have been a cashier, it could have slid by easily.
Sure.
But the fact that she held it and looked
But
at
here's the
it.
thing that made me laugh is she had the 4 cheeses she bought that were the Sargento cheeses. So she also had one generic.
She's got good cheese taste.
She's got great cheese taste, but she also has the low moisture,
Hard
mozzarella.
skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I was like, you know what? I didn't feel bad, but
Why didn't you feel bad? Let's ask you that.
Because it's hilarious.
It is
Like,
hilarious.
are you kidding me?
And Kate normally would be like not approve, like she would, not approve like you guys
Right,
would
right.
not approve. but she thought it was the funniest thing. She laughed.
Well, the fact that the woman held the cheese and had to scan it herself shows you was like that's where she. I wonder if in her mind she's like, I didn't get this cheese. I'm not going to bring it back.
Might as well get it.
Yeah,
But I
if
used
you
to
leave it there.
I used to do that all the time at the grocery store. I'd find something I didn't. Like I'd find a new item I wanted, and I'd just be passing a cart, and I just put it in the cart of the person.
That's so lame.
I used to do it to my mom. I did it to my mom when I was a kid, so I could try to get like good cereal.
Yeah.
but she never. It would
Sneak it
always
in.
be like, we can't afford this. So now my son Dutch does it all the time, and it's like, and I'll be like, I didn't get this. You know what I mean? Just kind of do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, dude, it brightened my day. I was having kind of a, one of those days where I was just like, you know what, life isn't that great. And then that happened. And I was like, best day ever. Yeah.
It's the opposite of a heist.
I feel like we should somehow put a poll up and see if that was a good or bad of you.
No,
I
it's
feel
so
like
tight.
I would feel differently about it if she had to go put it away. But she ended up buying it, so it was like, I think in her mind she was like, where did this come from? Maybe Actually, I do want to make mini pizzas tonight.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Here's the other thing, guys. It was on sale for $1.99, so it's not like it was like a $40 item. You
I
know
think
what I
that's
mean?
such a good practical prank. Like, I think that's so genius.
What if she's a powerful witch and she was like, I want the non-brand cheese, and looks at you like it tells you to go put it in her cart.
I got mind
You
control.
got mind control. She's like, oh. And then she's like, that's why she checked that. She's like, thank you.
She's listening right now. Like,
Thank you, homeless man.
You're like a totally unnecessary Instacart shopper.
100%.
The homeless man in members only jacket.
Must have on the beat, ho.
It's time for horoscopes. Payne, what's the vibe?
Well, it's National Pastry Day, so I'm going to tell you how this day is going to align with you and your zodiac sign.
Call us at 877-937-1047. Good morning, Meg.
Good morning.
What's your sign?
I am the lovely Cancer.
Okay, Cancers. Well, for you, for National Pastry Day, a molten lava cake disguised as a pie is kind of your vibe. So people are going to think that you're chill, but if they get too close to you, they're going to see your emotions just spilling out. So don't cake your feelings up too much today, Cancers. Let people know how you feel.
Hey, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Meg. Hi, Mo.
Hi,
What's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, so for my Aquarius for National Pastry Day, you're giving vegan pastry energy, and I'm not exactly sure why. Probably because you're unique and you're bold and you're kind of ahead of your time, my Aquarians. And some people just don't get you, but that's okay. Keep being the one to add a little bit of weirdness to our days.
Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I don't know why vegan, but I will try something vegan today.
Heck yeah, I love that for you.
Have a good day, you guys.
You too, Mo. Hey, Rick.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
You got someone with you?
Yeah, my daughter Scarlett, taking her to school.
What's her sign?
She's a Pisces. I'm an Aries.
Okay.
Let's start with Pisces for you, Scarlett. Okay, Pisces and Rich, who's also our Pisces. Cream puff with extra filling today. That is your guys' puff pastry vibes. You're dreamy, you're soft, and you're just floating through life with your powdered sugared vibes. So sprinkle your sweetness today, but watch out, Pisces, because you don't want people taking too much advantage of you.
You see? Awesome.
And I got you too, Rick, for Aries. Aries, you're giving croissant vibes. That's like fresh out of the oven. You're golden, you're irresistible, and you're full of layers. But let's be real. You're flaking out on your plans again today, Aries. So butter up your friends today and literally bring them snacks. Then they'll love you again.
Sounds good. Awesome. Y'all take care.
Drive safe. How about for Libra?
Yeah, Kyle, you're giving Eclair vibes. Delightful and balanced and just enough filling to keep everyone around you happy. But today is about sharing sweetness, so remember to keep a bite for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, indulging you today.
When I was a kid, you know when you're a kid, you don't like to go shopping with your well, I didn't want to go shopping with my mom. And I remember she'd go to this department store called Diamonds, which I think morphed into Dillard's, right? But it was Diamonds. And we would go there because one of the things she would always entice me with, she'd promise to give me an Eclair. So I'd go with her, and we'd go to the bakery at Dillard's or Diamonds, and I'd get an Eclair.
Wow.
And it just reminded me.
Are those good?
They're so good. They got this cream filling and chocolate on top. And
I don't think I've ever had one.
Oh, my God. So great. What do you got for Leo?
Yeah, so for Leos, we are giving creme brulee vibes. Hard exterior, but underneath, we're just pure sweetness. We shine bright like a caramelized torch today, which is drawing attention to us and our, pretty great personalities, and everyone's going to be eating it up. But we gotta share, too. Share the spotlight.
How about Virgo?
Yeah, Virgo, John Jay, you're just giving puff pastry perfection in general. Structured and detailed, and you're always crisp under pressure. But Virgos, you need to take a break because not everything needs to be folded into perfection like 27 million times. It's okay. Take a breath.
I ate so bad Saturday night. In fact, one of the places I was at, they had this dessert. I was standing in line at this dessert area, and it looked like they had, this is going to sound weird, but it looked like they had pre-scoops of ice cream. So picture you take a scooper of ice cream, right? It was like a bowl with scoops of ice cream, but they weren't melting. And I was like, it was all fast. I was like getting in line, the line moved fast. I go, is that pre-scoops of ice cream? They're big, like a big scoop. Lady goes, oh no, this is cookie dough. It was raw cookie dough. So I said, so she gave me a scoop of vanilla ice cream and then a scoop of the cookie dough. They're both the same size. Do you understand how much cookie dough that is?
It's a lot of cookie dough.
It was freaking phenomenal. So that's my pastry of choice, cookie dough.
Okay.
If you didn't hear yours, you want to know what you are, go to johnjaneRich.com. They're all posted up there.
For a while there, it was rough. These beautiful things that I...
British people are in the news all the time. Also, part of the reason I want to bring up this little fun thing I want to do is because how many times you watch a TV show and you find out that the star is from England? Like
all the time.
I can't remember her name now. The actress from Yellowstone, the daughter.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
What's her name? The daughter?
Oh my gosh.
Yellowstone.
She's amazing. She's in so many memes. You want to be Beth? Is it Beth?
Beth. She's from England.
She is?
Yes.
She talks like this?
Yes.
I had no idea. That's
and there's
blowing my mind.
There's another show. I'm watching right now. This show, it's called Clipped. It's about the story of the guy that owns the Los Angeles Clippers, the racist guy, and the main girl who is stunning. I found out, by the way, she's from Australia. Anyway, there's all these British accents and stuff. So I put together a little game for you.
John just got a game for you.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a phrase, and you have to tell me if it's British or rubbish. Okay? For example, Peyton, the phrase is chinwag, and it means conversation. Chinwag.
British.
British or rubbish?
British.
Yes, it is British. Kyle, bloke. It means a man.
Bloke is definitely British.
It is British. Rich, trundle drunk, meaning suitcase.
That's rubbish.
That is rubbish. Peyton, bird, means a woman. Hello, bird.
Rubbish.
It is a British expression.
Oh,
British.
hello, bird.
Kyle, you're being very Gervaisy today, meaning funny but offensive.
Oh, like Ricky Gervais. Okay, I'm going to say that's rubbish.
Rubbish. Rich, British or rubbish? The phrase is chuffed, means pleased or delighted.
Oh, chuffed. I'm a bit chuffed. I said that is very British.
It is a British expression. Peyton, dodgy, suspicious or unreliable.
You're dodgy. British.
It is British. Kyle, sock knocker. A show so good, you knock their socks off.
I want that to be true, so I'm just going to say British.
It is rubbish.
I know.
Well, let's use it anyway.
That shows a sock knocker.
Rich, knackered. It means tired or exhausted.
Knackered. I've not heard that. I'm going to say it's rubbish.
It is a British expression.
Oh.
Kyle's like, yeah, because she's got the best English accent, whatever she says.
She does.
Peyton, mate. It means friend.
That's British.
Yes. Kyle, markled. The in-law you don't care for. Markled.
I also want that to be true. I think it's rubbish, but because I want it to be true, I'm going to say British.
It is rubbish. Rich, gutted. Means you're extremely disappointed. Gutted.
British.
Yes. Peyton, loo. Means toilet or bathroom.
British.
Yes. Kyle, Skittles. It means very sweet of you. Oh, Skittles.
Oh, Skittles. Oh, Skittles of you.
Someone opens the door for you and you walk by. Skittles.
What a fun world this would be.
Say rubbish.
It is rubbish.
Nah, it's a shame.
Peyton, pissed. It means drunk. Rubbish or British?
That is a British word.
It is. Rich, quid. It's a slang term for pound, as in money.
Yeah, quid is British.
Kyle, cheers. It means thanks or goodbye.
Yeah, that's sure. I feel like that's American, but yeah, sure. Yes, British.
Peyton, cheeky did a peeky. It's words that means wardrobe malfunction.
Cheeky did a peeky.
Cheeky did a peeky.
That is rubbish. But it
Rubbish.
should be British.
Should be.
Kyle, new kid on the block. It's a word to describe any American boy band.
Sure, British.
Rubbish.
No.
Rich, Chock-a-block means you're brought close together. Chock-a-block.
Chock-a-block. That sounds like rubbish.
It is British.
Is it really?
Chock-a-block. Hello, Chock-a-block. Anyway, that's my fun little game.
John just got a game for you.
It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Want to talk or throw some shade?
Oh, yeah. Call John, Jay, and Rich, 877-937-1047.
Some stacks and hacks, but first, Connor, what's up?
What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, yeah, I was just calling in because I'm a Sagittarius, and I remember Peyton saying that all Sagittarius men were evil.
Well, that's an evil laugh right after that.
I feel like all Sagittarius may be evil, but that's just because I have a Sagittarius sister. So I feel like that also kind of sways my opinion on them.
I was like, what kind of man hurt this woman?
Oh, not a Sagittarius man, thankfully. I'd be scared.
Gotcha. Well, I was like, every time she does any of the readings, no Sagittarius hardly ever calls in. I was like, well, it's probably because they heard her say that.
Oh, well, call me next time, Connor.
Connor sounds really nice. Come on.
You seem like a nice Sag.
Yeah.
You might change my opinion. Who knows?
I'm nice until you get on my bad side.
There we go.
Evil. All right, dog. Have a great day, man. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Stacks and hacks. This is where I go stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. A poll asked people how they squeeze toothpaste. Peyton, how do you squeeze your toothpaste?
From the bottom to the top.
Kyle?
Yeah, bottom to top.
Rich?
Bottom, and then you roll it up when you get, when it gets low.
I just do it in the middle.
Then it gets all gross.
72% of people say from the bottom. 20% like to squeeze out of the top, and 4% use the amount that's just single grain of rice. I just grab it in the middle. That's not the top. I just go. I got to pay attention to that more.
Yeah.
They had the crust pump for a while, which eliminated all that, but I haven't seen those in a minute.
2 men in the UK were found with Kinder eggs. Is that how you say Kinder eggs? They were filled with ketamine.
Oh, my gosh.
Inside their rear ends while entering an electronic music festival.
Oh.
Not surprising headline, though, is it?
Oh, yes.
Gross.
Why is it not surprising to you?
I mean, they're entering a music festival.
22% of people with iPhones admit they look down on Android users and they would never date one. That is so crazy. Like if there was a girl or a guy you liked and they got an Android, I'm out.
That's
Green
really
text.
shallow.
It's fishy.
To me,
so crazy.
it's like excellent for Android users.
You said it.
Because I was going to say you weed the losers out.
I love
Whatever.
The Android phone was the best one I ever had. The only reason I'm on an iPhone is because my whole family's on iPhone. It's easy to work with it.
But like when we text the whole show, Kyle makes it turn up green. The text turn up green.
Who cares?
2 best friends found out they were pregnant at the same time, and they ended up having babies on the exact same day. So here's the audio of that happening.
Are you pregnant?
Me too.
What?
Who's coming to play?
That's the baby's meeting in the hospital for the first time.
That is like a dream for me. I would love to have a baby at the same time as one of my friends. I had a pregnancy pact with one of my friends, and then when she told me she was pregnant, I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Pact over.
What the pact is, we're going to be pregnant?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was like whichever one of us gets pregnant first, the other one's going to have to get pregnant too, so we can have babies at the same time. And I backed out completely, and she still holds it over my head. She has a 3-year-old now.
You screwed her over.
I did, yeah. I love her daughter, though, so.
Big science stories this week include, this is way cool, a planet 40 light years away that is the same size and temperature as Earth.
Ooh.
40 light years away.
We would be silly not to think that there isn't other like forms of life out there.
Mm-hmm. People online are debating the things that everyone just pretends to enjoy, and somehow other people's kids wasn't on the list. But here are some of the best responses. Think about that, by the way. Things that people tend to enjoy.
Are you talking about events or food or what?
Everything.
Okay.
Like gender reveal parties.
Oh, yeah.
Twitter or X or whatever it's called now. People pretend. Small talk. Running. Cold plunges and ice. I don't like cold plunges, but I think it's important for my health. Family Christmas and Thanksgiving gatherings. I agree with that. LinkedIn. People pretend. Number one thing is LinkedIn. People pretend to like LinkedIn. I've never been on LinkedIn.
Me neither.
Kale.
Is that because I have a job? Is that what it's
Maybe.
for?
I think if you lost it, you might go on there.
Who are America's most trusted news anchors? When I think of the news, like national news, I can't think of anybody. I don't watch the news.
I know Lester Holt and David Muir.
Lester Holt is number one.
Oh.
65% of people trust him a lot. Anderson Cooper also is number one in cable news.
Oh, that makes
But Lester Holt from NBC is America's most trusted news anchor. Rich, what do you have for life hacks?
All right, let's talk about the iPhone slowing down like the old ones because the new one's out. Am I right, Peyton?
Yes.
Things don't work. Like I told you just this weekend that my volume only works occasionally. Well, so I looked it up to see if it is actually true. And they say there is a hack to making your phone work better, that it actually isn't really the fact that the new phone's out. So here's what you do. First of all, close out all your apps that are all open and then do a hard reset. And then the most important thing is, because we always complain about our phone's not holding a charge anymore. The battery's bad. They say just take a toothpick and put it through the little charging port because it'll clean out a lot of the dust that builds up there. That actually slows down your battery, makes it charge slower. So it'll charge faster and hold it longer. All those hacks are complicated, I know, but they're all up at johnjandrich.com.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story. Or there's so much news, you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.